Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about what and how to read Rohinton Mistry's A Fine Balance. This video content is meant for literature readers. Coming to the first question, that is, what does this novel represent? Then we must keep this in mind that this narrative is embedded in the mid-1970s independent India, and it spans over a period of a decade, that decade of emergent Indian democracy. This epic novel, with its 16 chapters covering from the prologue in 1975 to the epilogue set in 1984, this reveals historical, geographical, religious, as well as economical dimensions of the nation to form the realistic ambience of the novel. At the very outset, what we need to understand from this novel are these key notions. What are they? Post-colonial, privilege, emergency, marginalized, community, oppression, castes, immigration, displacement, time, memory, and loss. Now, what's the focal point in the novel? First of all, the political focal point of A Fine Balance is the internal emergency of 1975 to 1977, causing forced sterilization to control population. Now, Mistry's main aim is to project a multi-dimensional picture of the internal emergency which suspended civil liberties. Also, the cataclysm of partition aggravated the communal riots, the Hindu-Muslim ones, the famous ones. And Mistry develops his characters to frame their own respective strategies to deal with the frenzied situation. Now, Deena Dalal, the main protagonist, that is the Parsi widow, she describes the emergency as, quote-unquote, games played by people in power. That's taken from page number 75 of the Faber and Faber novel, edition of the novel. Now, in economic front, the narrative projects upon dearth and scarcity throughout the nation. Now, Mistry portrays poverty with a human face. The city by the sea, Bombay, not Mumbai, the Bombay, okay, is filled with images of poverty and impoverishment. And the protagonist Deena Dalal's flat, or the apartment, it embodies this poverty. Now, everywhere there was evidence of her struggle, quote unquote, to stay ahead of squalor, to mitigate with neatness and order the shabbiness of poverty, unquote. That has been taken from page number 200. Now, can we draw the personal life of characters with the public history? Yes, why not? Of course we can draw. So, by making a how, if the question comes how, we can do that. Then, by making a comparative analysis, we can do that. That can be very much possible, and that's far more convenient to study. So, you just have to study the characters separately and later connect them to the larger frame. For example, the national politics disrupted the social order of the poor class while dealing with the lives of common people in post-independent India. The novel captures the socio-political cultural turmoil of this period. So, there is a glimpse into the rural India represented by Ishwar Darji and his nephew Om Prakash Darji, who are the chamars, the local chamars, and they have liberated themselves from caste stereotypes by becoming tailors in Bombay, and gradually got trapped in the quagmire of this netherworld. There is another world symbolized by Manak Kola, a sensitive Parsi boy, which highlights student unions and politics at university level. Mistry emphasizes upon the fact that in post-colonial India, the plight of common people has not improved, and they have to face the same exploitation and injustice as during the rule of the British Raj. And as one of the characters says, quote unquote, of course, for ordinary people, Nothing has changed. This has been taken from page number 581 of the novel. Now, another method of study can be dissect the novel into two halves, like what's happened at the level of national history and what's happened at the level of personal lives. To represent personal lives, we have Mistry's characters, the four famous characters in the novel, and their background. So, our next step is to chalk out the major characters from the novel. And who are they? Dina Dalal, the Parsi widow, Menak Kola, student, Om Prakash Darji, and Ishwar Darji. And study their backgrounds as separate entities. So, we need to, study history and fiction, how they have been put together. And as literature readers, we also need to analyze from this particular perspective by separating history and fiction and how they are combined together. That's all for now. Thank you.